Well, hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to this Memorial Chapel. I know I haven't posted like in 3 weeks. I meant to post some videos last week, but it's kind of been busy. It's the holidays. I'm sorry. I understand if you kind of want to unsubscribe from me. Considering that I haven't posted, I really don't post a lot. So, lost some subscribers lately, but hopefully we'll get them back. Let me even check how many I have right now. Hold on, real quick. So we still have 115 subscribers. That's not bad at all, but still though, if we can reach by 100, my goal for this year is 120. So maybe
you're practicing window Scott.
So anyway, let's have the top 5 moments of 2018, in my opinion. So let's start off with number 5. Alright, starting off at number 5 is the 2018 Daytona 500 finish with Eric Almirola and Austin Dillon. So on the last lap of the Daytona 500, Eric Almirola is leading and looks like he's going to win in his first start with Stewart Haas. But of course, it wasn't meant to be because Austin Dillon would end up winning the Daytona 500 20 years after Dale Sr. won his first and final Daytona 500. So, the reason why I have this as my 5th moment is also because Bubba Wallace, Darrell Wallace Jr. was the highest finishing African American racer in the Daytona 500 history. Overall, this was a pretty exciting moment, but Austin Dillon only recorded like 8 top 10s. So it's good, but it was good to see Austin Dillon get the win, pretty exciting moment in my opinion. That's our 5th moment is Austin Dillon's 2018 Daytona 500 victory here on February 18th of this year. Number 4 on the list. This is my opinion. The top 5 things that happened this year. Kevin Harvick's 8 wins he earned this season, in my opinion, has to be on the top 5 of the list. Is because Kevin Harvick only had 2 wins last season, but came out with 8 wins, including pretty much actually 9 wins, including if you conclude the All-Star race. This team was probably the best in the garage. He had 29 top 10s overall, which is pretty incredible, but still did not win the championship. The only reason I think why is because Kevin Harvick was a consistent driver, but he just missed some times that counted. Ended up finishing 3rd in the standings. Honestly, I think he should have won the championship. So just 2 L1 penalties really is all for the Ford team. I mean, they were just dominant this year. They led over like 1,000 laps. Pretty dominating. And that's number 4 for this list. Number 3 on my list is both Bristol races in 2018. The reason why these are, in my opinion, are on the list is because they both had pretty good finishes. In the spring race, Kyle Busch bumps Kyle Larson on the way, which would be a second place finish of the season out of like 8, I think. And those races were pretty good. They were pretty good ratings. It was pretty good finishes, including the Busch brothers winning both of them. But Bristol made a comeback this season. It was fun to see that these races were better than last year's, in my opinion. And hopefully next year it'll be more good races, because these were 2 really good Bristol races. Usually I don't really like Bristol, but these were pretty good races considering stuff that happened in the early 2000s, and the bump and run came back in these races. So it was just nice to see some of the old classic 2000s moments come back into these Bristol races. Now, this one might be controversial, but this is my opinion. The number 2 is the 2018 Martinsville finish this fall. which included Martin Truex Jr. and Joe Logano, who finished first and second in the standings this season. And both battled to the end of it. The reason why this might be a controversial between my first and second is, well, my first and second were pretty good. Before we have that, there were some that didn't make the list I kind of want to show. But there's only really one particular driver that didn't make the list. So the 2018 finish at Martinsville is probably the best we've seen. We probably saw. Most people have it on their number one on the list, but I just couldn't put number one after when I was there at the. I'm not giving it away, but just I couldn't do number one. I had to have this in the second place. So, but here's one honorable mention that I had to show from this season. My only honorable mention, keep in mind these are my top 5 favorites of the season. This is just Cup. Chase Elliott winning 3 victories in 2018. Now, I thought Chase Elliott would win a race, but including him winning 2 in the round of 12 and Watkins Glen, really 2 entirely different racetracks. 3 entirely different racetracks is pretty good. It's cool to watch. And considering that he won the Most Popular Driver Award, it's pretty cool. And this is pretty good moment for Chase Elliott. And everybody's gonna like these moments of the season just because pretty much Chase Elliott won. So, anyways, that's pretty much my only honorable mention is Chase Elliott winning races in 2018 because it was very good to see, and it proves that Chase Elliott does not choke he's over choking any more races. And here is the number one moment of 2018. The Charlotte Roval, just the Charlotte Roval itself, is my number one moment from this season. And the reason why is the finish, and it was a unique experiment for NASCAR itself to create, coming down to Jimmy Johnson, who hadn't even been in contention to win a race this year, and Ryan Blaney sealing the victory, and just the NASCAR coming up with the idea shows that they're still listening to the fans. And this was a very unique experiment, and I'm happy it's coming back in 2018 because this was a very good finish. I was at the race, and it was very interesting to watch, and people were just cheering for Jimmy and that stuff. So anyways, those are my top 5 moments of the 2018 season. Tell me your top 5 in the comment section, and happy holidays. And this is Lucas from Chapel signing out.